right? So student, let's discuss about allotropes. What are allotropes? Allotropes are the different forms of element. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ कार्बन के ही एलोट्रॉप्स होते हैं. एलोट्रॉप्स किसी भी एलिमेंट्स के हो सकते हैं. So allotropes are the different forms of that element exist in the nature. Like carbon. Carbon shows the various allotropes like diamond, graphite, and the artificially prepared allotrope, that is the Buckminster Fullerene model. You will come to know this all names one by one when we will discuss in detail. But at the very first, student, you should know about the definition of allotropes. What are allotropes? Allotropes are the different forms of element having the different physical property but the same chemical composition, same chemical properties. Allotropes ये particular element के different different forms होती है. ठीक है, एक ही element उसके different different forms, और ये जो different different forms होते हैं उनका क्या same होता है? Their chemical properties same. Remember, their chemical properties are same. But what is different? Physical property. Their physical properties are different. Now say for example, the diamond and the graphite. बहुत बार इन दोनों के डिफरेंस पे क्वेश्चन आता है कि डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन डायमंड एंड द ग्राफाइट. तो जिसमें हम बेसिकली क्या क्या डिफरेंस लिख सकते हैं. लुक एट द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द डायमंड. द एवरी डॉट रिप्रेजेंट्स द कार्बन. ठीक है, यहाँ पर जो जो सर्कल्स आपको दिख रहे हैं ऑरेंज सर्कल्स डायमंड में. ठीक है, ऑरेंज रेड सर्कल्स. ये जो ऑरेंज रेड सर्कल्स है, ये जो ऑरेंज रेड बॉल्स है, अज्यूम करो कि ये कार्बन है. ठीक है, सो इन द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ डायमंड each carbon is attached with other 4 carbon like this. One carbon is attached to other 4 carbons, right? This carbon, the second one, this is also attached to other 4 carbon like this. ये एक हो गया, ये दूसरा, ये तीसरा, and this is the fourth one. So in whole structure each carbon is attached with other 4 carbon, and you know the valency of carbon is 4. It means carbon can form how many covalent bonds? 4 covalent bonds. Carbon can form 4 covalent bonds, right? So all the bonds of carbon are satisfied with other carbon. All the bonds of carbon are satisfied by other carbon. So none of the electron, listen carefully everyone, so none of the electron in the structure of diamond is free. एक भी electron free नहीं है, because each carbon forms 4 covalent bond in the structure of diamond. So none of the electron is free, and that's why due to lack of the free electron, diamond does not conduct an electricity. ये जो diamond है ये electricity conduct नहीं करेगा. हम बोलते हैं ना कि कार्बन के डिफरेंट डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स होते हैं. हमने डिफरेंस ऑफ मेटल नॉन मेटल में ये भी देखा है कि कार्बन इज द नॉन मेटल. यू नो, कार्बन इज द नॉन मेटल. you know, and non-metal does not conduct electricity. But here the reason is different. You have to explain that why diamond does not conduct electricity, but its different form. Its different form such as graphite conduct electricity. ये क्वेश्चन आता है, इसका आंसर आपको देना होता है जस्टिफिकेशन टाइप ऑफ आंसर में, that why graphite conduct but diamond does not. So reason is none of the electron is free in the structure of diamond because each carbon is attached with other 4 carbon. So each carbon forms 4 covalent bond, so none of the electron is free in the diamond. Now look at the structure of graphite. If you look at the highly magnified structure of the graphite, student, you will come to know that in the structure of graphite, each carbon is attached with other 3 carbons. Okay, each carbon is attached with other 3 carbon. Look at the structure. Say for example, this is one of the carbon. Okay, this carbon is attached with one carbon this side. Okay, one carbon this side, one carbon this side, and third carbon from the back side attaches to the carbon of different circle. Okay, or we can say different cycle of the hydrocarbon. Okay, so see this carbon, this is one which is attached to this one, and from back side the dotted lines are represented for the carbon of another hexagon, right? So each carbon is attached to other 3 carbon. So you know the valency of carbon is 4. Valency of carbon is 4, and each carbon is bounded with other 3 carbon. Okay, each carbon is bounded with other 3 carbon. So one electron is free. One electron is free, and due to presence of one free electron at each carbon, structure of graphite. In the structure of graphite, each carbon has one free electron, and that's why graphite conduct an electricity. Okay, graphite conduct an electricity due to presence of free electron. Now, you know, in the structure of diamond, the carbons are arranged in the pyramid form. कार्बन कैसे अरेंज है? पिरामिड के फॉर्म के जैसे अरेंज है, लाइक दिस. ये एक कार्बन, ये दूसरा, दिस इज द थर्ड वन, एंड अपसाइड फोर्थ वन. ओके, सो ये इस तरीके से अरेंजमेंट है. इनमें भी आपस में बॉन्डिंग है. ठीक है, इनके वापस और 3, इनके वापस और 3. तो सिर्फ पिरामिड शेप अरेंजमेंट है कार्बन्स का. But in the structure of graphite, the carbons are arranged in the sheet form, in the hexagonal ring, like this. One carbon here, second here, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So hexagonal ring of carbon is there in the structure of graphite, where one carbon is attached to other 2 in the one hexagon, and which is attached to another to the next hexagon. In this way, one electron is free at each carbon. Okay, so it is arranged in the sheet form. Now you can see in the structure of diamond, only single bond is there. Each carbon shows the single covalent bond formed with the another carbon. But here, the double bond structure is there. See this is the double bond. This is the double bond. Here are the double bonds. Okay, so double bonds are there in between the carbons in the structure of graphite. In this way, you can write the difference in between the diamond and the graphite. For the difference, children, the diamond shows the lustrousness. Okay, it reflects the light, right? It have the shiny appearance and it is lustrous also. While graphite is not lustrous and having the rough appearance, ये smooth भी नहीं है. Graphite जो है वो rough है and with a dull appearance. ये shine नहीं करता है, lustrous नहीं है. So this 4 point of differences you can write in between the diamond and the graphite. So let's read the block given here. The element carbon occur in different form in nature with widely varying physical properties that we have discussed now in between the diamond and the graphite. Both diamond and graphite are formed by carbon atom. दोनों भी कार्बन की प्योर फॉर्म है. डायमंड इज ऑल्सो अ प्योर फॉर्म ऑफ कार्बन. ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. राइट टू pure forms of carbon exist in nature. So you have to write these two, diamond and the graphite. If three are asked, you can add this one also, Buckminster Fuller and model. Okay, so diamond and the graphite are the pure form of carbon. The difference lies in the manner in which the carbon atoms are bounded to one another. क्या difference है basic? The way in which each carbon is bounded to other carbon in both the structure. In diamond, each carbon atom is bounded to 4 other carbon atoms, as I told you, forming a rigid 3-dimensional structure. But in graphite, each carbon atom is bounded to the 3 other carbon atom in the same plane. Same plane, मैंने आपको बोला कि same plane में bonding है. But जैसे कि diamond में हम देखते हैं, so ये pyramid structure में bonding है, like this. और इसमें जो bonding है वो same plane में है, like this. This also you can add as a difference. All right, students. Okay, it is bounded in the same plane as I told you, and that form the hexagonal arrays. One of these bond is double bond. ये जितने भी bonds है उसमें से एक bond कैसे होगा? Double bond, and thus the valency of the carbon is satisfied. Graphite structure is formed by the hexagonal arrays being placed in a layer one above the another. जैसे कि ये hexagonal ring है, ठीक है, ये hexagonal ring, उससे connected second one like this, उससे connected third one, ठीक है, ये हो गया एक प्लेन, दूसरा प्लेन उसके बिल्कुल नीचे. Means the structures are lying one above the another. So this is the difference in between the arrangement of the carbon in the graphite and arrangement of carbon in the structure of diamond. Now student, these two different structure results in diamond and the graphite having the very different physical properties. And what is that physical property that varies? So the diamond does not conduct electricity, while the graphite conduct electricity, right? But their chemical properties are same. Their physical properties are different due to this different arrangement of the carbons, but their chemical properties are same. So chemical property like they both are the pure form of carbon, right? They have the valency 4. Even the carbons are arranged in the different manner. So each carbon have the tetravalency. Okay, each carbon having the catenation property. That is the property of formation of long chain of carbon, right? We know that. So the diamond is the hardest substance known, while graphite is a smooth and slippery This also you can remember as a difference in between the diamond and the graphite. Student, diamond कैसा है? It is a hardest naturally known substance. Naturally occur करता है diamond, और ये hardest naturally known substance है. जबकि ग्राफाइट कैसा होता है? स्मूथ है. अब याद रखने के लिए हम एग्जाम्पल कौन से याद रख सकते हैं? जैसे कि डायमंड के लिए तो कुछ याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, यू नो द डायमंड. बट फॉर ग्राफाइट यू रिमेंबर द पेंसिल विच वी यूज फॉर द ड्राइंग एंड द राइटिंग. ओके, पेंसिल जो होती है, तो ये पेंसिल में जो होता है रॉड, वो ग्राफाइट का रॉड होता है. और पेंसिल देखो आप इजीली ब्रेक कर सकते हो. उसका आउटर वुडी कवर अगर आपने निकाल लिया, सो अंदर जो ग्राफाइट का रॉड है वो इजीली ब्रेक हो सकता है. आप लीड पेंसिल यूज करते हैं, सो वो लीड का जो रॉड आता है, ठीक है, वो जो है दैट इज द ग्राफाइट. वो ग्राफाइट जो है दैट इज प्योर फॉर्म ऑफ कार्बन, वो स्मूथ है. वो जो अंदर का जो रॉड आता है, जो आप लीड पेंसिल के अंदर डालते हैं, ठीक है, दैट इज वेरी स्मूथ, which we can break easily. ठीक है, so that also you can write as a difference. Graphite is also a good conductor of electricity, unlike other non-metals. That is studied in the previous chapter. You know, in the third chapter, we learned the difference between metal and non-metal. And you know very well that the non-metal does not conduct electricity, where we have written the exceptions except the graphite, right? Diamond can be synthesized by subjecting pure carbon to a very high temperature and the pressure. ठीक है, डायमंड हम बना सकते हैं. कैसे बना सकते हैं? जो प्योर कार्बन होता है, जब आप उसको हाई प्रेशर और हाई टेम्परेचर से एक्सपोज होते हैं, that can be changed into the structure of diamond. These synthetic diamonds are small but are otherwise indistinguishable from the natural diamonds. ये जो artificially prepared diamonds होते हैं, ये जो artificially prepared diamonds होते हैं, ये साइज में स्मॉल होती है, बट हम उनको नेचुरल डायमंड से डिस्टिंग्विश नहीं कर सकते हैं. दे आर इनडिस्टिंग्विशेबल, दे लुक सिमिलर. ओके, एंड द थर्ड स्ट्रक्चर इज द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ बकमिंस्टर. Structure is Buckminster Fullerene. Let's read about this Buckminster Fullerene. The name is quite difficult to remember, but once you practice, it will be automatically learned. Okay, so see now. The fullerene from the another class of the diamond allotrope. Okay, see the fullerene from the another class of the carbon allotrope. The Buckminster Fullerene is again the third allotrope of the carbon. The first one is to be identified was a carbon 60. जो सबसे पहले आइडेंटिफाई किया गया, उसमें कितने कार्बन थे? टोटल 60 कार्बन का ये स्ट्रक्चर है ना? टोटल 60 कार्बन आर देयर इन दैट स्ट्रक्चर, which has the carbon atom arranged in the shape of football. Look at this structure, children. How the carbon atoms are arranged? Carbon atoms are arranged in the form of football structure. ठीक है, football आपको पता है, where in the football some hexagonal rings are shown and some pentagonal rings are shown. कुछ rings ऐसे होते हैं उसमें, देखो फुटबॉल के स्ट्रक्चर में हेक्सागोनल, और कुछ रिंग्स जो होते हैं वो कैसे होते हैं? पेंटागोनल रिंग्स होते हैं, राइट? तो उस तरीके से कार्बन का अरेंजमेंट है. This we have done. Since this looked like a geodesic design by the US architect Buckminster Fullerene, and the molecule was named from the fullerene. ये जो स्ट्रक्चर है, ये the geodesic model given by the US आर्किटेक्ट जो है, आर्किटेक्ट, ओके, जिसका नाम है बकमिंस्टर फुलर, उसके नाम से ये मॉडल को नाम दिया गया है, दैट इज बकमिंस्टर फुलरेन. अब आपका इसमें होमवर्क ये रहेगा, यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट हाउ मेनी how many hexagonal rings are there in one structure of Buckminster fullerene, and how many pentagonal rings are there in one structure of Buckminster fullerene? In many of the books this answer is given student, क्योंकि इसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन भी आता है. So that's why I told you to find out that how many hexagonal rings are there and how many pentagonal rings. क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन जो है ये समझो मल्टीपल चॉइस में भी पूछ सकते हैं, या तो फिर वन वर्ड आंसर टाइप क्वेश्चन में भी पूछ सकते हैं. बट बेसिकली डायमंड और ग्राफाइट के ये जो एलोट्रॉप का टॉपिक है, इसके ऊपर एक ही क्वेश्चन आता है, नेम एनी 3 एलोट्रॉप्स ऑफ कार्बन. तो आपको तीनों नाम वहां पर लिखने हैं. सेकेंड पॉसिबिलिटी ये है कि जस्टिफिकेशन टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन आता है, दैट graphite conduct electricity but diamond does not, give reason, or justify graphite conduct electricity, या फिर why diamond does not conduct an electricity. उसी के ऊपर, या तो फिर लास्ट पॉसिबिलिटी है यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन आने की कि write the difference between diamond and the graphite. So all the points of differences are given in this block, so you can go through it and prepare notes for the difference between, right student, and try to write 4 to 5 points of differences in between the diamond and the graphite, and also draw the structure of diamond and the graphite, right. ग्राफाइट और डायमंड के स्ट्रक्चर ड्रॉ करते वक्त आपको क्या करना रहता है, जो डायमंड का स्ट्रक्चर है जहां पर आपको एक कार्बन को हर एक 4 कार्बन से अटैच करना है, लाइक दिस. समझो मैंने ये कार्बन ड्रॉ कर लिया, इसको मुझे और 4 कार्बन अटैच करने हैं इन दिस वे, इन 3 डायमेंशनल स्ट्रक्चर लाइक दिस. हियर इज आल्सो बॉन्डिंग, ठीक है, ऊपर भी कार्बन, दिस साइड आल्सो. ऐसा 3D स्ट्रक्चर ड्रॉ करना है और हर एक कार्बन के पास 4 बॉन्ड होने चाहिए, ये आपको ध्यान रखना है. इन स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ डायमंड आपको हेक्सागोनल रिंग्स ड्रॉ करने हैं, हर एक कॉर्नर पे एक कार्बन लाइक दिस. ऐसे 2 प्लेन बनाने हैं, एक प्लेन बन गया, दूसरा प्लेन थोड़ा डाउन साइड में, और या इसको अटैच करना है विथ डबल बॉन्ड, क्योंकि इनका बराबर से ओवरलैपिंग होना चाहिए. सो 3 बॉन्ड यहाँ पे सेटिस्फाइड होते हैं, राइट. सो इस तरीके से क्वेश्चन ये ब्लॉक पे आ सकते हैं, डिफरेंस बिटवीन जस्टिफिकेशन टाइप, एंड यू हैव टू आल्सो रिमेंबर that how many hexagonal and how many pentagonal rings are there in the structure of Buckminster, that you have to find out. And you have to also remember that how many carbons are there in the model of Buckminster fullerene allotrope. Okay student, if you have any doubt you can ask now. Very shortly I want to conduct the prelim for the Josephians, but for the Orient students this chapter is remaining. Okay, carbon and its compound, this chapter is remaining, so that we will start from the tomorrow onwards, and then we will finish our syllabus. Yes, I got the answer from one student here.